Crow lineup. Roundup. That's what it's called. I'm always worried that I'm going to do this and I'm going to say the wrong show name. So that's what we're trying not to do today. My name is Cassie Smith. I am your host. I am coming at you live from Logan, Utah. And y'all, I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to share the deals with you today. I've got 9 pages of deals. And more importantly, part of the reason why it's 9 pages is because I also printed off the pictures. I forgot to take those out. But more importantly, I'm pretty sure that the newsletter actually went out before the show today. So I'm celebrating, okay? I'm excited about that. So let's get into it. Let's see who we have joining us on the stream today. And if you are watching this, please feel free to chime in, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube. We might be streaming on TikTok as well. I tried that, but we're going to find out after the show if that one actually worked or not. So let's see who we have joining us today. I'm seeing Cheryl here. Good morning, Cheryl. I'm seeing Elsa. Hello, hello. Dee is here. Yvette is here. She says it is a hot day in West Chicago, Illinois. Hello, Denise. She is here. She says, I thought you were on YouTube. Good news. I am on Facebook and I am on YouTube. So wherever you're watching this, you are in the right place. Kathy is here. Good morning, Kathy. Ann is here from Georgia. Linda Ray is here. Barb is here. Mary is here. Molly's here. Everybody's here. So let's get the party started and let's talk deals. So if you are new here, which if you're new here, you're in good company because this is only the 3rd time we've done this show. I would like to officially welcome you to the Off-Road Craft Co. lineup. And what this show is I'm a crafter, I'm a quilter, I love being creative, and possibly just as much as I love being creative, I love looking for deals. I love finding just that absolute steal on craft supplies. So what I am doing with this show is I am scouring the internet every Monday morning, and I'm finding the absolute best deals out there, and I am sending them to you through my newsletter. And we're also going to talk about them on this live stream. So I'm going to put a link in the comments for you to peruse if you are not quite yet signed up to the newsletter. But what's nice about the newsletter is 1, it gets delivered right to your inbox. 2, it has the direct links for all of the products we're going to talk about. So sometimes when you're watching on live stream, it can be hard to keep up. That way you've got them all in one nice place. And then also, because we're not going to be on here all day, which would not be so fun, there's going to be some deals in the newsletter each week that we don't have time to talk about here. So I guess when you're looking at the difference between the newsletter and the live stream, the newsletter is going to cover more deals. The live stream is going to go in depth on more deals. So that's kind of the breakdown. All right. So let's get into it. And y'all, as we get into today's deals, I need to give a special shout out to my machine embroidery friends because today, these are the ones that I think you're going to be excited about, okay? Because one of my favorite designers has a big sale happening right now. So some of you are familiar with Parker on the Porch. Parker on the Porch is she designs all sorts of cute machine embroidery things. I'm talking in the hoop patterns. I'm talking cute little banners. I'm talking key fobs. I'm talking appliques, all sorts of cute things. And she has her summer vault sale happening right now. Okay. So I'm putting the link to that in the comments. And what's fun about the vault sale is Jen. So Jen's the designer behind Parker on the Porch. Parker's her daughter, and the company started because she would take pictures of her daughter, Parker, modeling all of her sewing projects on the porch. And what's fun about this vault sale is Jen pulls out older designs that have been retired, and they are on the website until July 6th, I believe, July 6th. And all these vault patterns are super discounted, okay? So let me show you a couple of my favorites, all right? So let me find, where are my pictures? There we go. There are my pictures, okay? First off, we got to talk about Jen is the queen of the zipper pouches, okay? Like, I want you to envision in your head what you think a zipper pouch looks like. And now you got to see Jen's. Look at this cute bunny. Oh my gosh. So this is a digital download for the bunny zipper pouch. It is normally $9.99, on sale for $5. She used a minky fabric here to give that bunny just extra snuggle, and there's 3 sizes included in that design. So stinking cute. Okay, she's got other cute animals. Look at this little fox. Love the little eyelashes. And look at this panda bear. Okay? I don't know why these were put in the vault. They're so stinking cute. All right, here's the other thing we got to talk about, okay? These other ones, I think I know why they were put in the vault as Parker on the Porch got bigger, as this company got bigger, because of a little thing called intellectual property. But okay, so if you want to find some really fun things in the Parker on the Porch sale, I want you to use the word magical in your searches, because it is going to bring up some truly magical things. Okay. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Like, look at those little bows on this sunglasses case. Ah. So this is a digital download for these magical zipper top zipper bag sets. It is $7. You get the masculine rodent one and the feminine rodent one. Is that how I should be saying that? Another thing that I really like on Parker's projects, or on Jen's projects, is if there is, I don't know, anything funky you need to use, she disclaims that right up front, okay? You'll also notice there's a little key fob set that goes with this, on sale for $4. Look how cute, okay? Now, a couple other things that I wanted to point out in this magical sale is who else has Toy Story on the brain? I know I do. And there's a whole collection of magical toys. Ooh, the claw. Like, I can hear it. I can hear it when I see this little guy. So if you have people in your life who are obsessed with with the magical toys, who are excited about Toy Story 5, which, let me give you a hint, if you have little people in your life, they are probably psyched about this. And if you have big people in your life who are about my age, they are simultaneously psyched and having an existential crisis, because I mean, you've probably seen all the things online about how we started the series being Andy, and now looking back, we resonate with Andy's mom. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. So, magical toys, there's a whole collection. They're so cute. And because I know we have some baddies in the group chat, there are also some fun things for magical villains. Ugh, look at this poison apple bag. Okay. I love everything about this. I want to make this. And I also want to make the magical Halloween snap tab bundle. Look at these. I don't know. I know. Okay. Statistically speaking, okay, there's a few of us on the live stream here together. I can't see exactly how many of us we have together. But statistically speaking, somebody on this stream is going to Disneyland for Halloween, and I'm going to be so jealous, and you're going to want to send pictures so we can all enjoy it. But imagine rolling up to the Oogie Boogie Bash or the Not So Scary Halloween party rocking this zipper pouch. Come on. You will get stopped everywhere, and you will get to say, oh my gosh, I made it. So super cute. Lots of fun. I mean, like, hundreds of fun deals on Jen's website right now. So that is on parkerontheporch.com. Now, you may be looking at all of these cute zipper pouches, all of these cute fun things, and thinking, I need some zippers. Well, lucky for you, lucky for all of us, Amazon has a big pack of nylon zippers. Okay, I put it in all caps, big pack of nylon zippers, because you are getting 48 nylon zippers in a variety of colors. And when I tell you the price on these, okay, we're going to have to do math together, because you get 48 zippers on sale for $5.99. That's not very many cents per zipper. Here's the deal. Every time we talk about zippers and we talk about machine embroidery, or when we talk about sewing, people ask, what kind of zipper do I want to use? Okay. You are going to want to use a nylon zipper, because nylon's plastic, right? So that means when your machine is going over the zipper part. Now, this, I feel like, is one of those things that when we're talking machine embroidery, you can really tell like who actually knows what they're doing when they're designing versus who's using an auto digitizer. The good digitizing won't have you be embroidering right on your zipper. But if you're sewing, or if you have a pattern that maybe hasn't been digitized that way and your needle accidentally goes over the zipper, that is a situation where you want to use the nylon zipper because it's a lot more gentle on your machine. Okay, if your needle strikes a metal zipper, you are going to have a broken needle, like bare minimum, and do it enough times, and you're going to be ending up taking your machine to the shop. Nylon zippers, less likely to have those problems. Yes, yeah, Tracy's right. Wow, what a deal. So 48 zippers, $5.99. Load them up, make some zipper pouches. Now, these ones are 22-inch long zippers, like they are long zippers. However, the beauty of machine embroidery zippers or patterns that use zippers is that you'll usually trim it to be the size you want. So having your zippers be long, not a problem. Linda, this is a really good idea. She uses her zipper on a roll. Yeah, lots of fun ways to use your zipper. Ooh, and I like this idea when we're talking about that poison apple. Robin says that you could use glow in the dark threads. Oh, okay. That would be really, really fun. Perfect. Alrighty. Let's talk about, oh, the other thing I wanted to point out that I just thought was fun. It came up on while I was pulling that link for the zippers this morning, and I wanted to see if any of you have used one of these before. But I have been getting a lot of videos and a lot of ads lately about sock hoops. Okay, let me show this to you. Let me show you a picture of what it looks like. But what a sock hoop is it's this little contraption, okay, that you can use to kind of separate the sock so you don't have to like unpick it when you try to hoop it. Okay, here's a picture. I know this is AI, but this is like they're not using a hoop, but this is kind of a picture of what it could look like, right? So, anyways, I think that's intriguing because I love adding a little bit of machine embroidery on a sleeve, right? Just like a little cute picture, a little something something, and I think having something like this would make that a lot easier. So, if any of you have used a sock hoop, let me know. I'm probably going to order one. Maybe I'll do a little video tutorial and weigh whether or not it works. All right, next thing I wanted to talk to you about. Okay, last week I put out a question to everybody and I said, hey, what kind of deals do you want me to be looking for? You know, as I'm putting the show together each week, as I'm putting together the newsletter, what is it that you want to see? And lots of people said, Cassie, we want notions. So I have very exciting news for you. My good friend Vanessa, she owns Granny's Fabric House, which is the cutest store in Rexburg. I haven't been yet, but I've seen pictures. It's on my bucket list. And if things go right, I will be going next weekend. But she has offered a deal specifically to Off-Road Craft Co. subscribers and viewers, where if you go to her website, it's grannysfabrichouse.com, and I put a link on there. Her notions are 20% off with the code OFFROAD20. Okay, so that code is OFFROAD20, OFFROAD20, OFFROAD20. Gets you 20% off notions when you check out on her website. So pretty dang cool. Yvette says, Cassie, you rock. No, I do not rock. Vanessa rocks. Okay, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how much Vanessa rocks. Okay, I feel like one of the ways you can get to know somebody is by getting to know their projects, right? Like, even if you haven't met somebody, you can look at their quilt and you can tell a lot about that person, right? Are they detail oriented? Are they bold? Are they more traditional, right? This picture sums up. I'm going to show you this picture of one of Vanessa's projects so you can see a bit what kind of person she is and what kind of quilt shop she runs. Isn't this so cute? I just love this jacket. I love Vanessa's cute hair. I love everything about her. So that is Granny's Fabric House. Again, go to their website, use the code OFFROAD20, and you will get 20% off notions. I did a little browsing this morning. I did a little bit of add to cart. So do me a favor and buy these things so that I don't buy them. But a couple things that stood out to me. There's this gorgeous Fumori embroidery scissor set. You've got all of these different embroidery tools. You've got the sharp snips. You've got the duck bills. You've got, like, I love these scissors. Fumori makes such good tools. And I think this little case that they come in is so classy. I love it. So that's kind of like my big thing in my cart that I'm thinking about. My little thing, and I always get these because I love them, the Katie Cupcake quilt labels. These are my favorite. Whenever I'm gifting a quilt, I love to add one of these little guys on because people can be kind of dainty sometimes with their quilts. And when I'm giving somebody a baby quilt, I don't want them to be dainty with it. So these are some instructions for them. I also do a lot of quilts for like Project Linus or Project Linus doesn't really want the tags, but like Sub for Santa in my area and places where I don't know the people where my quilts are ending up. And again, I want those quilts to be loved. I want them to be used, and I don't want people to be scared about washing them. So I love, love, love these little tags. Those are on Vanessa's website. And yeah, big fan, big, big fan. So, also, if any other quilt shops are watching this and you want to get a little shout out, let me know. We can set up a deal for you. We've been having a lot of fun with that lately. Okay, next deals. Next deals I wanted to talk to you about. Okay. We are coming right up on July. June's still here for another day and a half. However, it is going to be July soon. And I know some of us are just trying to like squeak into the finish line on getting some red, white, and blue projects done. If you are in that boat, first off, no shame. I'm in that boat too. I'm trying to get a few more done. But if you're looking for a little inspiration, I would recommend going to Annie's because they have a lot of really fun 4th of July patriotic projects in their sale section right now. First one I'm going to share with you is a kit. This is a little kit that has the fabric and the patterns you need to make all of these to make these 4 little pot holders. Aren't those cute? The fabrics are fun. I love, love, love that florally one that's kind of in the, I don't know, not necessarily the background in the sashing, but that other floral one. This whole kit to make the 4 pot holders is $23.99, normally $39.99. A couple other things that I wanted to show you when it comes to Annie's Attic is this 10-inch stacker of fabric from Maywood Studio. Let me put this in the chat. Okay, there we go. You know I love Maywood Studio. They are the nicest people and they make amazing fabric. But look at this cute little bundle. This is a 10-inch stacker. It's very, I don't know, it feels like Williamsburg to me. It feels very patriotic. This little stacker right here has 42 pieces. It is on sale for $32.99. Normally $54.99, and I think this would make such a fun, just a fun quilt to use for all of your summer things, okay? The other 2 deals I wanted to point out, I'll hurry and put these in the chat and then I'll show you pictures, is how many of you go on road trips for 4th of July? Or maybe you go somewhere where you don't really have cell service or you're not bringing your machine and you want something that's a little more analog. These next 2 deals are also on Annie's Attic, and they're speaking to me, okay? They're speaking to me, and part of that is my family always goes camping for the 4th of July, and it's nice because it is no internet. You're not bringing all your stuff, and I always love having just like a little project. Sometimes it's painting, sometimes it's hand embroidery, and so when I saw these 2 deals in the clearance section for Annie's Attic, I thought, yep, these are perfect. These are right up my alley of what I'm looking for. So this one right here is called Cozy Stitches. It's just 12 little embroidery designs that you can basically print off and put into a hoop and make. So super cute. Here's a picture of what all of the different patterns look like. And I don't know, I just love them. Like, I'm not even a cat person, but that cat sitting in the window on the upper right-hand corner, super cute. Or like the little sweaters, so fun. The other thing that I think is really fun when we're talking road trips or analog or just kind of like ease your mind type projects is, okay, hear me out, coloring books, adult coloring books. This one is also on the Annie's website. This one is by Elise Burns. And it's just got all these fun, like cute little phrases, beautiful florals. And I think that'd be really fun to fill in and color. Okay, second to last deal that I wanted to talk about. It's kind of funny. I'm looking at the comments and people are very divided on handwork. Some people are saying, oh my gosh, I love it. And some people are saying, no, absolutely not. No handwork for me. Well, here's the beauty of craft projects. There's enough for everybody. Okay, next deal I wanted to show you about, and this one's more of a reminder. We talked about it last week, and I was not super familiar with the designer that makes these. And so after we logged off on the show, I went and looked. But somebody commented last week that we needed to check out Applique Alley because they do a biannual machine embroidery sale where all of their machine embroidery designs are 75% off. And that's a number I heard and I thought that's too good to be true. That can't be real. But sure enough, I went and looked and there are a lot of really cute things. Like there's some darling fonts. The art style is very very bubbly and girly and cute. So if you are looking for some applique fonts, some satin stitch fonts, things like that, this is a really good way to stock up, especially while like some of these fonts were only $2, which is crazy. The other thing is a lot of the designs are really cute. I'm going to show you one on a project I've been working on in just a minute. I forgot to grab a picture, but I do have a physical version that I've made. I'll show you that in just a second. But first, I want to show you the free design for this week. So before we do that, I'm going to do a quick scroll and look at the comments, see if we've got any questions, see if there's anything we want to talk about before we get into the free design, because every week I like to show you one of my favorite free designs. Okay. Yeah, lots of people who have nice things to say about Parker on the porch. Yeah, I love that. Her designs are so stinking cute. So fun. Ooh, a couple people asking, you know what, this is good. I'm glad that we are talking about this. I'm glad it came up. A lot of people are asking about what is Substack? Okay, what is it? Okay, that's a really good question because some of you notice that when you sign up for my newsletter, you'll get a little pop-up that'll say like, hey, do you want to download the Substack app? Okay. Substack is just the website I'm using to host my newsletter and to manage emailing it out. Okay. It does have a lot of bells and whistles and features, but I'm not really using those. Okay. Basically, I don't know, think back 10, 20 years to when Blogger was really big and everyone had blogs and like it was always whatever your website was, .blogspot.com to kind of keep everything organized. Substack is doing the same thing with my newsletter and with a lot of other newsletters. Now, if you're confused about the app, maybe this is not what I should be saying. Maybe they'll get mad. I don't think they'll get mad. You don't need to use the app. All it does is that if you ever wanted to find like an older issue, you could go to the app instead of going to your inbox to try and find it. Okay. The other thing is some people have different like paid features baked into their newsletters. I don't want to do that. I don't care about that. But if you were following a newsletter that had paid features, you'd only be able to access them in the app. We don't have paid features. My newsletter's free, so that doesn't matter. If you are not seeing the newsletter in your inbox, if you're subscribed and you're not seeing it, I would recommend checking your promotions folder or wherever it is that you get all of like the, hey, we're having a sale at Target or, you know, this thing you've been watching on eBay is available. That's usually where it ends up. So like on my email, I use Gmail and I have inbox and then I have a promotions like tabs across. It'll be like inbox, promotions, social. My newsletter usually ends up under promotions. So I'd check there. Any other questions? Oh, I'm seeing some people. Okay. I'm still figuring out kind of the way everything works with this new video streaming platform I'm using. Some people are saying they can see the Facebook links. Some people are saying they cannot. This is why I recommend signing up for the newsletter so that if for some reason you're not seeing the links on Facebook or YouTube or wherever you're watching, you can still follow along and grab them from there. Okay. And you'll have some extra bonus links. So pretty cool stuff. All right. Now, enough yammering about newsletters. Let's get to the free design. Okay. And the free design I want to share with all of you. Some of you might have seen, I put out a video yesterday. I've been spending a lot of time on Facebook Marketplace lately. The joys of being unemployed. But I found a deal on there that I knew I had to jump on. Okay. And it was a guy I think he's a storage unit flipper. I had to meet him at a storage unit. Like he buys people storage units that they haven't paid for. And I'm sure there were things in there that he was excited about, but what he was not excited about and trying to get rid of so he didn't have to take it home was a box of 9 American Girl dolls. 9 of them. And I never had an American Girl doll growing up. I love them. I think they're great. Ooh, you need your face washed. Look how greasy she is. But I've always thought they're cool. And one of the things that I've been kind of following since I got into sewing a few years ago is there's a charity that's called Special Doll Livery. And what they do is they take used American Girl dolls and they either get them from people who've donated them that they're in good shape or ones that need a little TLC, right? They get them all fixed up, they make them some outfits, and then they donate them to kids in foster care, kids on Indian reservations, kids who are in the hospital, basically kids who they need a friend, they need someone to play with, they need some love. So I am going to be cleaning up and restoring these dolls. Like, I don't know why she's so shiny and so greasy. And I know her lip needs like a little bit of, I don't know what I'm going to do, but we're going to figure out what's going on there. But I'm going to be making them little outfits. I'm going to be cleaning them. I'm really excited about it. But that brings us to our free pattern this week, which is this dress right here. So this dress pattern is the free sleeveless dress pattern by Orange Betty. Let me put her down so I can put a link in the comments. And let's see, let me put it right here. Okay, there it is. And this is a really fun pattern. First off, because it's free. Second off, look how darling that is. So it's just like this little tank top dress. And I've made a few of them before. I'm making new ones so that now all of these girls are going to have a summer dress for their wardrobe. And that's our free pattern for this week. So I made this red one that Samantha's wearing. I also made this red one just to kind of show you can, mess with the skirt length a little bit to have it be a little longer or a little shorter. And then what I did is using those applique alley designs that are on sale, I took one of her designs. So this one's called, I'll put a link to it. This one's called, I think, Cali Bow or like Cali Bow Swag or something like that. I put that on the bodice of the dress so that it's got like a little extra visual appeal. And all I did is I cut out the first bodice piece. When you get this pattern, you'll be like, oh, this is really simple. Because all it is, you'll print it off and it'll have like the instructions, but then it has the bodice pieces. I cut out the first bodice piece and I just floated it in my embroidery hoop. I lined it up so the center was in the center of my hoop and I was able to embroider my design right onto it. And you could use the nice thing about this pattern is you could use any 4x4 machine embroidery design. So maybe you've got some cute ducks. Maybe you've got a cute little block from a Kimberbell quilt that you think that applique design would be cute on a little doll shirt or a little doll dress. You totally can do it. 4x4 fits perfect. 5x7's a little funky. The 4x6, 5x7-ish size because the dress itself, like width-wise, you're plenty good, but there's not enough height. There's only like 4 inches of height. So if you're looking at something that's more like 5x7, you're not going to have enough room. So if it's like long and skinny, it'll fit. But if it's really tall, it won't. So anyway, I've been having a lot of fun with it. This is our free pattern for this week. And shout out to Orange Betty for figuring out how to put together this doll dress. So lots of fun. That's our free pattern. That's what I've been working on. And yeah, let's see. Oh, this is really cool. This viewer says that one of the clubs she's a part of makes doll quilts for doll delivery. Oh, I love that. I love that. Let's see. Yeah, everyone, you're so sweet. So sweet. Yeah, lots of fun things. Lots of people who are reminiscing about American Girl dolls, whether you had one, whether your daughter had one, whether you didn't have one, but you were jealous of somebody who did. Lots of good stuff. Anne is asking where that pattern is from. It is from orangebetty.com. But if you search, let's see, let me put up the picture again because it'll show you exactly what it's called. If you search easy sleeveless doll dress or fat quarter doll dress, it should come up. And then the website is just here in this bottom left-hand corner, orangebetty.com. And as always, if you're subscribed to my newsletter, which you can subscribe to at offroadcraftco.com, you'll have all of these links just delivered right to your inbox, which is pretty slick. So yeah, it's cute. It's fun. And I don't know, I just think it's so fun. So anyway, I'm really excited about that. I'm going to be working on doll dresses for the next little bit. Anyway, let's do a giveaway because we need to do a giveaway. Okay. So my giveaway for this week is this little fabric bundle and I'm calling it the strawberry shortcake stack. So I've got some fat quarters here. I've got 6 of them. You've got little strawberries, got little gingham, you've got some stripies, you've got some, I don't know, kind of confettis. I don't know exactly what those are. And some flowers and some cherries. And if you want to win this little stack here, here's what I need from you. You can comment on Facebook or you can comment on YouTube. And since we've been talking about Toy Story and American Girl, I want to know, growing up, what were your favorite toys to play with? Okay, were you a Barbie girl? I was a Barbie girl. I still am a Barbie girl. Let's be real. I love Barbie. Were you more of a Lego person? Were you a play with the baby dolls? Were you know, blocks and bricks? What were your favorite toys to play with when you were a kid? Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let those comments percolate. I'm going to let them come in for the next few days. And then on Friday, I'm going to draw. It might be Friday, it might be Saturday, but this weekend I will draw a winner, and that's who we will mail this little strawberry shortcake fabric bundle to. So, ooh, I'm seeing, okay, Barbie is overwhelmingly popular. Kathy loved Barbie and Skipper. Barb loved Barbie. That tracks, Barb. Here's what I've noticed with people named Barb, Barbie, and Barbara. Either you were all in on the Barbies or you wanted nothing to do with them. I used to work with a gal named Barbie. She's amazing, but she was very much one of those like, do not talk to me about Barbie dolls. So it's funny. Let's see. Anne was also a Barbie doll, a Barbie girl. Terry loved Barbie. Everyone's loving Barbie. Ooh, Stacy likes strawberry shortcake. That's really good. Those are cute dolls. Kim, this is awesome. They played outside or went to the skating rink. Totally cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, Dawn loved Cabbage Patch dolls. Okay. Ooh, Madam Alexander. Very fun. Very fun. Yeah. Ooh, Chatty Cathy. It sounds like we got a lot of doll people here. That's really fun. Really, really fun. Ooh, Denise, I'm glad you asked that. She's asking if I am an affiliate with any of the places you're telling us about. I do put it in the newsletter which ones I am an affiliate with and which ones I'm not. Today, the only affiliate I'm a part of is Amazon. So I'm working on getting more of those signed up. It just, I don't know, everything going on, it hasn't really been a huge priority. I'm more doing this just because I like the deals and it's fun to hang out with all of you. My goal eventually is to get this to the point where the show kind of pays for itself, right? Like I pay for the website hosting, I pay for the streaming, and then have a little bit left over that we can do the giveaways and we can do, the shipping for the giveaways. So that's what I'm working on. That's my goal for this year. I need to set up a few more affiliate links. Right now, Amazon's our main one. When we do Fat Quarter Shop, I have those. And it'll say exactly in the newsletter which ones are affiliate links versus which ones are just normal links. So y'all are so sweet. Thanks for helping me get the kickback on those. Ooh, troll dolls, that's fun. Okay, Linda, thanks for asking this. Remind me again, do you have to download the app? No, you do not. So if you wanted to, here's the deal. Hypothetically, my newsletter should be going directly to your inbox on your email. Sometimes it ends up in that promotions folder. So it might not be in your main inbox. You might need to check your promotions folder or maybe your newsletter folder or your spam folder. Different email providers call it different things. In Gmail, it's called promotions. If you want, some people like to have the app because you can find older newsletters easier. However, the thing about my newsletter is that the next week it's kind of expired, right? Like the deals don't last forever, things sell out. So I don't really see a lot of people going back to read old episodes or read old issues, but if you wanted to, you could do that in the Substack app. I don't use it because I don't need another app on my phone. The reason I pick Substack is because it's free for me to send out the newsletter. It's free for you to join the newsletter. And I liked that when somebody's signing up for the newsletter, all it really asks for is your email. Because we all have so many places tracking all of our data all the time. I didn't want one that was asking for a crap ton of information. I wanted to keep it as minimal as possible. So that's why I picked it. We're locked in at this point. So thanks for trying it and thanks for giving it a shot. But if you've got questions, let me know. Oh, this is a good question from Freddie. How often does the newsletter go out? It goes out every Monday, more or less at 10 a.m. I try to send it out before this show. This is my third time doing this show and we are 1 out of 3. So but yeah, it'll go out between 9:45 and 10 a.m. on Mondays. Oh, Janie, we can't forget Ken doll. We can't forget Ken. I love Ken. Okay, who else did this? I loved playing with my grandma's button box. Oh, that was the coolest thing when I was a little girl, okay? I can remember it to this day. My grandma kept her sewing supplies, I mean, probably not all of them, but the ones that I was allowed to play with in the bathroom cupboard. And I remember when she'd pull it out and I'd get to play with the buttons or I'd get to cut up little pieces of fabric. Oh, so much fun. So much fun. Let's see. Yeah, I'm seeing a couple of you saying that you got the newsletter this morning. That's awesome. Ooh, Juanita played with Barbies too, and sometimes she played with Lincoln Logs. Ooh, Lincoln Logs are fun. Lincoln Logs are really fun. Okay, everybody, that's all I've got for you today. I'm gonna spend some time looking at these comments because these are it's so fun to see what your favorite toys and things to play with growing up were. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. And I will see y'all next week, Monday at 10 a.m. Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're watching the things. So, all that being said, go forth, be brilliant, and make things. Goodbye, everybody.